Hi guys, good day everyone. Welcome to Pageant Trend. I'm here now with the candidates of Mr. Bataan 2025 and of course, I'm here with
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Darcy Reyes Salenga, 19, Hermosa.
And I'm Michael Joronio Suarez, 27, Limay.
And I am Axel Maldo, 20, Balanga City.
Hi guys, I'm Gabriel Kilitar Espiritu, 23, Mariveles.
CJ Bautista, 24, Balanga City.
Alright guys, so kumusta kayo? How was your journey here at Mr. Bataan?
So far, so good. Yun. Very enjoyable experience para sa aming lahat. Yun.
Like sinabi niya nga na sobrang enjoy, may mga instances na nakakapagod pero na-enjoy naman namin yung pagod na yun at magiging worth it din sa uli.
And like what I said nila, na nandito tayo para i-enjoy to and also to build family and enjoy and create memories with my brotherhoods also.
Ayun. So, bali sa pag-stay namin talaga dito lahat, yun, nagkaroon kami na chances na magkaroon kami ng mas makilala ko pa sila. Itong mga grupo na to, or hindi lang sila, lahat kami dito, halos magkakakilala na at halos close na rin kami.
So I testify for all of their what they've said, and we all learned a lot from each other, and that way made us better each day. And the journey of Mr. Bataan for all of us was a roller coaster ride. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're it's a struggle, but overall we all get to enjoy our moment to showcase each other, and also we represent each municipality in here, Mr. Bataan 2025.
Alright, so prior of joining the first ever Mr. Bataan, what do you do in life?
So for me, before Mr. Bataan, I was just a normal student, and for me, I love showcasing myself. It was my dream since I was a kid, to be honest. And I know that this platform was my stepping stone to reaching my dream, and so I'm grateful. And it was a privilege for me to be able to join here in this pageant and represent my municipality, Hermosa.
Ayun. And ako naman po ay isang vlogger and actor sa mga talents din. And then meron pa ako isang ginagawa. So, I'm a real estate agent. Yes po. Yung bago ako sumali dito sa Bataan, so talaga minanage ko yung oras ko kung ano ba dapat yung gawin kasi napakahirap i-balance ng aking oras. Grabe, sa sobrang dami ng ginagawa. So, yun ang aking ginagawa talaga.
And now I am a student. I am currently taking Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management in Lyceum, Manila. And now I am a talent also. I am freelance model and I am a dancer in Showtime. And also, I am into fitness.
Ako naman po is ka-graduate ko lang ng Bachelor of Science in Criminology, and isa akong mabuting anak, yun lang. Maanulam.
Ako naman po, before joining po itong Mr. Bataan, isa po akong working student, and kaya naman po ako naging working student, sinusustentuhan ko po yung sarili ko and also yung anak ko po. Ayan. Yun.
Alright, so ano naman sa tingin niyo yung pinakamahirap sa pagjo-join ng pageant?
Sa pag-join ko po ng pageant, even sa mga past experiences ko po sa pag-join, ang mahirap po talaga is yung makahanap ka ng eto, katulad nung anong meron sa amin, yung family, yung wala talagang inggitan, ganyan. So far naman po, na-overcome po namin lahat yung ganong phase. Ayan. Kaya ngayon, tinuturing namin yung isa't isa na, ayan, magkakapatid kami dito. Yun po.
I think yung oras, yung time management, kailangan mo ng time management. So, kailangan sumali ka ng pageant, commitment ka, kaya mong ibigay yung full-time effort mo. Yung other side mo, kailangan mo i-manage, isang tabi muna para makapag-focus ka.
And for me naman, to be honest, I am in Manila base since I study in Manila. So it's really hard for me to travel from Manila going to Bataan, and hirapan ako kasi ang dami kong dala palagi. But kahit na gano'n yung na-experience ko, pagpupunta ako ng Bataan, I'm so very happy kasi nakakapunta ako ng safe and also na-appreciate ng maraming tao, especially my brotherhoods and the organization of Mr. Bataan, yung effort namin also.
Ayun. So akin naman, also yung time management. Sanabi ko nga po kanina, halos ang dami kong ginagawa. Kaya nung pagsali ko dito, talagang pinakawalan ko yung isa. So nag-resign ako sa work ko para mag-focus dito. Alam niyo naman sa sales, so pwede akong bumalik anytime. And ayun, focus muna dito sa Mr. Bataan hanggang matapos.
So me personally, I sacrificed my studies. So I had to prioritize things over each other. It doesn't mean that I don't focus on my studies, but I know I will be back and focus on it after this pageant. And also, we need all of us. We need to focus on our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and also social state of each other because it is a important aspects we need here in pageantry. So I believe all of that is what makes us struggle in this journey.
Okay, one last question, guys. If you're going to describe your Mr. Bataan journey in one word, what is this and why?
For me, it's fulfilling because it's my dream and I experienced a lot of things and it's my first pageant to be honest. And after all of that experience, I know that I fulfilled one of my dream in life. So fulfilling is the word for me.
And ako naman po, mas madidescribe ko to in one word na blessed. So, unang-una, makasali pa lang dito sa Mr. Bataan at i-represent ang aking municipal is napakamalaking blessings na sa akin at napakasarap sa pakiramdam.
For me naman, I describe Mr. Bataan is like grateful. I'm so very grateful to be part of this journey in Mr. Bataan kasi to be honest, hindi lahat ng tao or pili lang yung mga tao na bibigyan ng opportunity like this na nandito kami sa Mr. Bataan. We are showcasing our talent, our confidence, and also our advocacy. And ayun yung pinaka-importante. And I'm so very grateful to have this opportunity. Thank you.
For me, siguro pagiging brave. Many people said, puro papogi lang, ganun, rampa. Hindi nila alam, mahirap rin umarap sa tao. Together with advocacy, pride ng municipality, ganun.
Sa akin naman po, to describe this on with one word, thrilling po. Kasi every namin, and every pagkikita, photoshoots, and other events, iba po yung nararamdaman namin. Sobrang exciting, ganyan. Halo-halo na po yung nararamdaman namin.
All right, so let's move on to the next part of this video, which is, of course, who's most likely to. So alam niyo na, you have an idea. Okay, first question. Who is most likely to ignore a phone call?
Sige, ako na.
Why?
Una-una, lalo pag unknown number, unknown caller. Di ko po talaga sinasagot. And, ayun. Tapos, lagi kasi ako tulog eh. So, na-ignore ko na siya nang hindi ko gusto. Kaya, ayun po.
Alright. Anyone else? So, wala? Alright. Sige.
So ako naman, na-ignore ko siya because nowadays a lot of people using numbers to scam. Kaya kapag hindi nakalagay sa contact ko yung mga numbers na tumatawag sa akin, hindi ko sinasagot. Pero yung mga riders, like yung mga nagde-deliver ng mga parcels ko or mga foods, sinasagot ko sila kasi alam ko na I have orders. Expect ko may tatawag sa akin anytime.
Alright. Anyone else? Alright, let's move on to the next question. Who's most likely to wear socks with sandals?
Yes.
For personal experience kasi, I always get my my foot very dirty if wala akong suot na socks. And also at the same time, malamigan akong tao. So whenever I'm in aircon or outside late at night, I always wear my socks over my sleepers. So I really get so chilly all of a sudden.
Alright, how about even if when you are sleeping, do you wear also socks?
Yeah, mostly whenever I'm in a aircon room. So yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Anyone, guys?
Ayun. Araw-araw yata. Kasi pag nag-workout ako, ayun nga, syempre, pasmado. Tapos, ang ano kasi, pag hindi ako nakasaks pag nag-workout, sobrang, alam mo yung feeling na laging basa. Pero pag nakasaks ako, okay lang naman. Hindi siya nagbabasa ano. Hindi ko rin alam bakit kung kailan walang socks doon nagbabasa. Tapos pag meron, doon naman hindi. Ang weird lang.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. Our next question is, who's most likely to accidentally become a viral meme sa social media? Anong instance yon? Darcy.
Actually, I have already a meme, but it's not that I was not known as Darcy because of the meme. It's just the white T-shirt guy. So it's on TikTok. It's the scenario that was we're in the Starbucks, then the coffee suddenly fell. Then instead of helping my friend, I was laughing so hard before I helped. Then the comments were like, who's that white shirt guy? Who's that good-looking guy? Ang sama pinagtawanan before tulungan. So that happened, and the white shirt guy became my meme video. The video was like 1.5 million views and more.
Wow.
Yeah, in counting.
Anyone else?
Sa akin yung yung na-interview ko sa Hanash Pilipinas. Ang daming nag-ano sa akin, ikaw ba tong ganito? Ikaw ba yung ganyan? Yung sa 50, ikaw ba yung sa Vice? Ayun lang.
Alright. Nan, so far? Sige.
Akin naman, dito lang naman sa buong Bataan. Yung naging meme ako dahil sa work ko sa isang bar. Kasi ayun nga, natulad na sabi ko kanina, palagi yung tulog. And even sa work, natutulog ako. So, napicturean ako. Tapos, ayun, ginawa nila ng meme. Tapos, kumalat.
So, are you a nocturnal person?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Alright. Okay, last question na tayo. Who's most likely to be late at every event?
Sige, ako na po ulit.
Go. Anong event ito?
Ito po, dito. Lagi po ako nasasabon. Lagi ako late. Usually 30 minutes to 1 hour. And pagdating ko, sinasabon na ako ni sir. Tapos, ayun yung head organizer. And even yung ibang mga organizers. Lagi ako nabubunot tuloy. Kaya, ayun.
Alright, Darcy.
For me, it was different. Kasi here in Mr. Bataan, hindi ako late. Minsan lang. Kasi sinubukan ko talagang i-aid yung pangit kong behavior because this is an important event. Pero in usual time, they know me as the super late friend. Kasi I really spent a long time preparing, showering for like 30 minutes, preparing my face and my outfit for like an hour. So it takes me like less than 2 hours every event or every meetup with my friend. So yeah, I always got late.
Alright.
So, ako na to. So, ito kasi, lagi akong late, hindi naman dito sa Mr. Bataan, kundi sa work ko, sa sales. Kasi kami, sa sales, ang gaan lang ng oras namin. Then, mag-close pa kami ng mga kasama ko sa trabaho. So, nagsasaluhan kami. So, okay lang na ma-late. So, parang nakasanayan ko na sa trabaho, kahit hindi na yun yung katrabaho ko dati. So, nalilate pa rin ako. So, yun, ako na tong late palagi.
Anyone else? Alright. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. And you can promote your social media platforms and invite your fans and supporters.
Ayan, sige. Una ka na para pag ganun tayo.
So hi guys, my name is Darcy Reyes Talenco on Facebook and on IG, Instagram, and Twitter. My username is DDARC and 4Y. So DDARCYYYY. Yeah, so follow me guys.
So ayun, ang aking social media naman, mas active ako sa Facebook. Ayun, so ang name ko doon is Michael Joe Ronyo Suarez. So I do vlogs. Ang ano ko ngayon is ang ano ba ito?
Content?
Ayan, so ang content ko ngayon is farming. So here.
So,
Ano?
Ako naman po, my social media account is Axel Maldo and on IG is AXMLD and same in TikTok. And I'm encouraging everyone to please watch our pre-pageant here in Mount Taroc tomorrow at around 10 a.m. And our coronation night will be on Sunday, March 16 in Plaza Antonino. See you there, guys.
You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and my Facebook account. Name is Gabriel Espiritu. And supportahan niyo po ako sa darating naming laban sa pre-pageant bukas 14 and sa 16 sa Plaza Antonino.
Yan, ako naman po, kung gusto nyo sumaya, follow nyo lang po yung Facebook page ko, puro memes yun. Magtawanan tayo. Feel free to comment kung natripan nyo. Ayun, name ko po sa Facebook is CJ Bautista and even sa Instagram. Sa Instagram naman po medyo sad boy tayo dun.
I forgot. Ano ba siya sasabihin?
Ano yun?
Guys, don't forget to follow Pageant Trend for more updates.
Oh yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much guys and best of luck on your journey here at Mr. Bataan 2025. Thank you for watching
po.
guys.
Thank you so much.